Hello everyone, this is me Pooja Training Wali from Rehan AI Teachers Training page 21. Hope you all are doing well. Today I am here with another TED Talk review that is Use Data to Build Better Schools, presented by Andreas Schleicher. Before starting my review, I would like to give a short intro of Andreas Schleicher. He is a German mathematician and a researcher in the field of education who is currently the Director for Education and Skills and Special Advisor on the Education Policy. He initiated and oversees the program for international student assessment and also created a global platform to innovate and transform education and skill policy. So this was the short intro of Andres Escalation, and in this talk, he basically want to explain that how we can improve our education system by using data and understanding that what really works in our schools, in our universities, colleges, and any educational institutions. So, at the beginning, he says something very interesting that learning is not just a place like a school, it is an activity. This means that learning can happen anywhere, not in the classroom. We don't need of a specific area or a classroom where we can learn, but it can happen anywhere, either virtually, remotely, or we can say while sitting at home. So at the start, he said that learning is not just a place like a school; it's an activities, and he also introduced a global test that he called as PISA, PISA. In this global test, he says that we can imagine a 15-year-old student that how much knowledge and skills he or she has. This test help us to compare the education system between different countries like United States and France, and we can understand where they stand globally. So the main idea of this talk was that data help us to understand what makes our education system very well and very nice. So I said that it is the data that can help us instead of only checking that how many students are going to schools or what degrees they get. He said that instead of focusing on these things, that how many students are going to school and their degrees, we should focus on what students can actually do with their knowledge. Because from here we can check their creativity, their productivity, that how much they are creative. He says that PISA checks that whether students can solve real life problems and also apply knowledge in new sessions. Because I think so. This is important because in real life we don't need degrees, or we don't need that either we go to school or not. But in real life, we face many new challenges every day. So we should focus on these things so that we can face challenges easily. He also explained that if we go to the past, there was some countries like United States that were leading in education, and there the education was improving very fast. And he also gave an example of Korea, which improved its education system a lot within a very few generations. So this all shows us that education system can improve with the right strategies. If we Pakistani people will use right strategies, definitely our education system can also improve. Later, he also talk about a degree and skills. According to him, that having a degree does not always means having skills. He said that many graduates are unemployed while companies still cannot find skilled people because in our country we can see that people focus on degree not their skills. So he said that in many companies there are also a need of many skilled people, and there is a we can say that deficiency of skilled people because here people focus on degree. So this shows a gap between what school teaches and what real life actually needs. According According to him, that high performing countries have some common qualities that they believe that every student can succeed. They focus on their effort, not just on their talent. They use different teaching methods for different students. They have clear goals and standards, and even they invest in high quality teachers. That is the qualities of the premium countries. And he says that this system focus on excellence for all students, not just a few one. And the another surprising point he said about money. He said that money is not everything. Keep in your mind that money is not everything because spending more money does not always mean better education. Even we can see that there are many countries that spend a lot, or we can say that are very cost their cost is very high, but still they perform poorly. So there are also many other countries where we can spend less but achieve better result. So he says that our focus should be on how wisely resources are used. And the main message of this talk is that we should use data, not we should compare countries to improve our education system, because data can help us in many ways. Number one, it helps us to learn from successful countries. It helps us to identify problems. It enables us that how we can solve problems, and it helps us to make better decision. So these all are the benefits of data that helps us in many ways. And in my opinion, that this talk is very informative and eye-catching, because I learned from here that education is not just about getting degrees or grade or marks, but real success is about skills and understanding, and also apply these skills in your practical and in your physical life. Do it practically. Definitely at the last you will get success, because it is quoted that practice makes man perfect. So this talk made me realize that our education system should focus more on practical learning and skills rather than our degree or the grades that we get in our classroom. So, at the last, I would like to give a message to my audience that you should not just study to pass your exams, even you should learn it to understand, to think, and to solve problems, because I think so that teachers and students should work together to improve their learning, because there is a equal role of a student and the teacher, so they should work together. And the most important thing I would like to say to all of you, that education should prepare us for real life, not just for test or not just for exams. So this was from my side, that what I understand from the state talk, and how I explain it in my words. So I hope you all enjoy this session, and you all explore many things from here. So be happy, be positive, and focus on your skill and apply it in your practical life. Definitely, you will get success. And stay connected with me for new and interesting and inspiring topic about which I am going to talk. So stay connected with me, and inshallah, we'll meet you in another session. Till then, Allah Hafiz.